It seems that in the 1910s, in the small town of Marion, Kentucky, the townsfolk believed that Mary Evelyn Ford and her mother were witches. Instead of taking them through the traditional judicial system, they immediately sentenced them to be burned alive. Mary Evelyn Ford was 6 years old. Her mother's charred corpse was buried somewhere far from Marion, and the little girl was decidedly buried in Pilot's Knob. The townsfolk believed her spirit would return to take revenge, and so they buried the girl in the steel-lined grave. They covered her casket with concrete and gravel instead of dirt, and surrounded her grave with a white fence made of interconnecting crosses. Town folklore states that this little girl's spirit cannot cross the gate around her grave, but she reaches out to anyone who dares to come near. She can pull a mortal into her grave, and it is said that she makes faces to provoke people so she can get them near enough to pull them into the grave. On the other side of the fence lies something much darker. It's called the Watcher. He is an evil presence that is trying to get to the little girl but cannot. He cannot cross over the crosses which guard and entrap her. Instead, he carefully attempts to snatch her soul and chases any bystander away.
Hi, Mary. We've come back tonight. We brought a new toy for you to play with. I think you'll like this one. It lights up and we can see if you're actually near us. And we're also going to use necrophonics so you can speak to us as well. Are you awake, Mary? Are you with us?
Can you come towards the light and touch this REM pod? We'll play a game. The closer you get, the more it lights up. Would you like to come touch it for us?
We promise it will not hurt you. It just shows us that you're here. Is there anyone that would like to touch it?
Did you say yes?
Come forward and try it for us.
You don't even have to really touch it. All you have to do is come near it. Just like this.
Yes, closer.
Can you come close to it for us?
Did you see the things we bought you? Vaguely.
What's your favorite toy?
We also picked you a pretty flower to put on your grave.
Is the Watcher here with us? We brought you coins as a token of, like a gift, to show respect. You see how this works? You see it? Can you come touch it?
It lights up a lot of pretty colors if you come near it. And we know Sunday, tomorrow, that it's going to be a full moon. Does that give you energy? Do you remember our names? Could you say one of our names, please?
Can you tell us the name of the grave where the watcher rests? Mary, we're also aware that the story of the witch is not true, according to your death certificate.
Yes, it doesn't even add up to be true, so we've just come here out of respect to visit you.
You were not burned at the stake. Your mother was not. I know you died of some sort of stomach inflammation, and your mother was still alive after you passed away. She is here with you, along with the rest of your family, from what I understand. So we are aware that this story is not true. It's just folklore. But we do believe that everyone coming up here is stirring up a lot of energy because they do believe this story. We're here to let you know that we don't look at you as a bad individual. Of course, you're only a kid. We don't look at your family as bad people. We're just here to try to communicate. You want to give the REM pod one more try? Can you touch that antenna for me? The thing sticking up out the top?
What's your favorite color?
I heard green.
It lights up green. Could you see if you could make your favorite color shine?
Green will come right here on this side.
My favorite color is green too.
You're talking to Amy. Could you say her name for us?
Did it say Amy?
It sounded like it. I'm not sure. We'll figure out on playback.
Do you mind that we've come here to visit you and bring you some things?
Do you think you could use the energy from all these devices and maybe show yourself? Sure. Could you do that? Or maybe your mother or brother
Your father?
or father, which they're all here. Even though the legend says that your mother was buried far from here, she's right next to you. That's a shame that someone make a story up about a little girl like that.
Do you have anything you'd like to tell us about here? Is there anything we should watch out for? What about the storms moving in?
Okay, Mary, we're going to try another device. We're going to try an EVP recorder. We'll ask you questions and then play it back and see if we can hear your answers. All you have to do is answer questions that we ask, and then on playback we may be able to hear you. Is that okay with you? Okay. Okay, Mary, we're now recording. Is there anything you would like to tell us? Just speak into this right here. We'll lay it right there. Are you upset that people have made this story up about you? Is there anything you would like to tell us that you cannot tell us?
Can you tell us what you passed away from, Mary? Do you remember how old you were when you passed away?
Okay, let's do playback. Okay, Mary, we're now recording. Is there anything you would like to tell us? Just speak into this right here. We'll lay it right there. Are you upset that people have made this story up about you? Is there anything you would like to tell us that you cannot tell us?
Can you tell us what you passed away from, Mary? Do you remember how old you were when you passed away?
Okay, Fowler, from the story we've read, which we know is false because of other records, it states that you are the watcher outside of the gate. If what?
Could you tell us your story? We would love to hear what you say.
Mary.
Mary. Yes, we know who Mary is. Who is Mary to you? What can you tell us about Mary?
Can you tell us Mary's last name? We know she died from a disease that caused stomach inflammation at a very young age, but the folklore states something totally different. Could you give us a hint on why you were involved in this story?
Maze.
Maze. Like, are you stuck in a maze? Is the story a maze? We have other devices here. You can also come close to either one of these, and they will light up and let us know that you are here. You don't have to exactly touch it, just come close. Could you tell us your real story? We know the Trail of Tears ran through here. Do you remember that?
You win.
I win what? We're just trying to separate fact from fiction. We're not here to win or to lose. We're just here to get the story straight.
Can you tell us how you passed away?
Opening.
There was an opening. Was it some kind of wound? Were you shot?
Vector.
Vector. Now, are you saying that as a name or as a different meaning?
Would you like to try either of the devices we have here?
We don't mean any harm, and we're not here out of disrespect. We're here with the utmost respect for everyone here.
Leverage.
Do you have leverage, or do we have it? I'm not sure if you have the energy to manifest, but if you could, that would be wonderful. Or if you could come close to either device, it will show us that you're here. All we need is proof that you are here and that you can hear us. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to do anything like that. Can you hear what I'm saying to you? Or the questions I'm asking? If so, is there anything we can do for you?
Do you know why you've been called the Watcher?
Usual.
Sounds like something you're used to, huh? know that kids come up here on Halloween sometimes. And there's a lot of traffic in and out. Even though the story is not true, still bringing a lot of energy up here. I think that's why this place is active. They believe the story. They come up here with the intent of finding something.
Is that what you're doing? Just giving them what they're asking for when they come?
Hammer.
Hammer. Was the hammer a tool that was used in your death? Or was it your profession? Maybe you used a hammer while you're alive. Is that what you did for a living? Were you construction or something like that? From what your stone reads, you had a long life.
Could you tell us how old you were when you passed away? Do you remember?
Rosaline.
Rosaline, was that your wife? Is there a Rosaline Fowler? And what is your relation to Mary?
K.
Can you tell us how you know Mary? Did you know of her family when you were alive?
Okay, Fowler, we're going to try another device here. I do believe that you did answer correctly. The odds of you saying Mary right now is very, very high. So, can you let us know how you got involved with this story with Mary Evelyn Ford? Were you related to Mary? Did Mary's mother have something to do with this? You remember?
What do you remember? Could you say Mary's name again for us? Do you mind us coming to visit you?
Visit us?
We did come to visit you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Could you come close to the device again?
Look how pretty it lights up when you get near it.
Can you tell us what colors are on this?
Do you see the device? If you see the light on it, come near it, please. You do see?
How can we help you come near it? You can take the battery from this device, anyone we got here, if you need that. I think they said watch yourself.
What should we be worried about? What's here to fear? Should we be afraid of you, Robert?
Does this fabricated story that they tell upset you? Sure.
We're sorry to hear that. And I hope you know that we do come with respect. Is that you that I feel around me now? It is you? If you don't mind, come past me and go to that red light. If you'll give it a try, you'll see that it will not hurt you. Yes, please. Would you mind to go near it for me?
Yeah.
I'm not asking to see you or anything that you're not comfortable with, but if you do go close enough, it'll light up and turn different colors and show us that you're here.
Could you say Mary's name again? Or even her last name?
Could you tell us your name?
I said Mary.
Thank you. Who are we speaking with, if you don't mind me asking? My name's Amy. What are you mad about? I hope we have not made you mad. Because I promise that is not our intention. Yes, it's getting ready to storm. Did you know there's a storm coming in? Can you tell those kinds of things now still? You have the floor now. What would you like to tell me? To leave? Is that what you want, is for us to leave? Could we make a deal with you for us to leave your grave? Would that be okay with you? If you would like for us to leave, why don't you light up the REM pod for us, the red light? That would be a great way to show us that you would like for us to leave. And we promise we'll leave you alone. It's right here. Can you see it? We really appreciate you talking with us.
Yes, and out of respect for your wishes, I think we will make our way out of here now.
Would that make you feel better?
We thank you for your time, Fowler. We really appreciate it.